Recently, the AI field has been constantly updating with many interesting developments. I wonder if you've noticed, Google's Gemini continues to release impressive features. For example, the new feature I want to talk about today is Canvas, which has become a standard configuration for almost every AI. Claude was the first to launch it, calling it Artifacts. When it first came out, it truly amazed everyone as it could directly showcase game effects. Later, ChatGPT came out with a similar feature named Canvas, which was also quite interesting. This time, Gemini has significantly closed the gap with its predecessors. It uses the same name as ChatGPT, also called Canvas, but with more enriched features. Okay, without further ado, let's officially begin. First, I'd like to recommend a quick way to use Gemini. In Google Chrome, we can directly search for @Gemini followed by a space. This way, we can ask Gemini questions like "Hello," press enter, and we quickly arrive at Gemini's official website with the answer already provided. This speed is very fast. Now let's look at today's main feature, Gemini's Canvas functionality. Once we're in, you can see that currently, the free version of Gemini offers 5 models to choose from. If you want to use Canvas, we need to switch to 2.0 Flash. After entering, you can see there's a Canvas feature that helps us create documents and code, while other models don't have Canvas. You can see this model has disabled the Canvas feature, as do these others. Next, I'll give some examples to help you better understand this Canvas feature. For instance, let's say I'm a YouTube content creator who wants to write a script about how to achieve wealth in 2025, combining current opportunities, historical background, and trends. It must be easy to understand and no less than 2,000 words. Let's go! You can see it directly opens the Canvas drawing board feature. Okay, at this point, it has already written the content. Let's first look at this interface. On the left side is my prompt, then it does a brief analysis, listing the structure of the video script, introduction, historical insights, wealth codes, path to wealth, what we should do after becoming wealthy, conclusion, and ending. On the right side is the detailed script content. If you feel this script isn't particularly good, we can ask questions here to have it rewrite a script. If you're only unsatisfied with part of the content and need to modify it, you can select that portion, and a prompt box will pop up where we can make changes. For example, I can ask it to change a title. After pressing enter, you can see it modified this title while the content below remains unchanged. If you think this script is good, you can click here to copy it out. We can create any document and paste it in. This is the script we want. Additionally, we can export to Google Docs, which is more convenient to use. You can also share it to mainstream international social platforms. If you think the previous title was better, you can click here to return to the previous version. You can see it goes back to the previous version of the title. You can completely use this canvas as a Word document. For example, if we click these 3 dots, you can see options for bold, italic, adding bullet points, numbered lists, and changing styles like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. For instance, if I want to make this paragraph bold, we can directly press Ctrl+B, which is a shortcut. This shortcut is universal in any editing software. Of course, we can also click here to modify, such as canceling bold, changing to italic, or adding bullet points to this paragraph, which basically adds a dot in front. We can also change it to numbers. These are all standard operations. Let's go back to the original version. Return, 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 continue returning. When using it, you'll find this box floats here. We need to click these 3 dots to cancel the floating. This is my simple explanation of the content above. Now let's focus on the bottom right corner. You can see we can change the length, adjust the tone, and suggest modifications. Let's try it. For example, let's suggest modifications. Click it, and Gemini will analyze your script to see what content needs modification. At this point, it will split into left and right screens. We can scroll down, It says this content needs to be modified to make the audience more action-oriented. It suggests changing the focus to more specific verbs and adding some examples. Then it gives modification suggestions. We can click here to expand and see the specific content. If we accept its suggestions, we can click Apply and it will process the changes. You can see it has changed for you. We can continue scrolling down. Here it also gives a suggestion. We click to expand. If I think this paragraph isn't good, we can click to close it. Okay, so it returns to the previous script. The content that needed changing has been modified. This is the function of suggesting modifications. It's equivalent to our slow thinking. Now, let's look at the second function, changing the tone. You can see it's displayed in the center. We can scroll up and it will be casual. It will make this content more friendly and conversational. We click it again and scroll down, it becomes formal, informal, very casual. Next, let's look at changing the length. For example, if I think this script's 2000 words aren't enough, we can click here to change the length. Pulling down makes it longer. Let's pull it a bit more to make it longer. After clicking, it will adjust, making the length longer than the original. I've introduced the functions of these three buttons. Here I've introduced Canvas's document editing function, which matches ChatGPT's Canvas function. They are basically identical. With this function, we can edit documents. With AI's empowerment, editing documents becomes very easy. I call it a document editing tool. If you, like me, work with text, I suggest you make full use of this Canvas feature. It will very efficiently help us write scripts. Okay, when we finish writing, we can click here to close it. At this point, it will return to this page. We can scroll up to see our modification history. If we want to see the previous canvas, we can click here on Files in this conversation, click on it, and you can see this is our previous canvas file. We click on it, and we can see we're back to the previous page. Close it, return to the history modification page. Isn't it very simple? The content I just shared is the function of creating documents. Next, let's look at writing code. Here, it heavily borrows from Claude's artifacts function. With it, we can generate websites, write mini-games, and even write many functions. The advantage is that we can immediately see the effect of our writing, rather than laboriously copying it to an editing tool and running it to see the effect. Okay, let's take a look. We open a new page, go to Gemini 2.0 Flash, and then we can open the Canvas function. First, let's have it help me create content for an agency website, including all necessary login pages and important data to be displayed on the website. First, we need to write the necessary content to generate the website. We can use Gemini's Canvas function to help us write this content. For example, let it help me create content for an agency website, including all necessary login pages and important data to be displayed on the website. Let's go! You can see it has created a content framework for an agency website. With it, we can create an excellent website. It includes Home section, About Us, Services, Portfolio, Blog, Contact Us, other important pages, and important data. With this content, we can create a website. We can copy this content, right-click to create a new Word document, name it Demo, open it, paste it in, and save it. Close it. Why do we save it to a Word document? The reason is simple. Gemini handles documents better. If you directly paste the previous content into Gemini, it can easily get confused. So I suggest saving the generated content in a document, which is simple and clear. If you have a Google account, I suggest exporting directly to Google Docs, which is more convenient. We can open a new page, start Canvas, drag the previous document in, and tell it to analyze the document and content and create a fully functional website. Let's go! At this point, it will create code. The speed is very fast. Let's look at this scroll bar, still continuously refreshing. You can see this code is very long. Okay, at this point, it will jump to this browsing interface, and we can see what our generated website looks like. This is a very basic website. You can see there's a name at the top, Home, About Us, Services, Portfolio, Blog, Contact Us. Let's see if we can use it. Let's click on About Us. You can see it directly jumps to this place. Portfolio works too, and it leaves space for us to upload images. You can see this generated website is small but complete. The key is that now creating a website has a very low cost. We only need a few seconds to create such a website. We can also make modifications here. For example, we can change the agency name to Guidepedia Blog. Let's go. Good, it's been modified without any problems. If we want to look at its code, we can click here. This is the generated code part. To see the preview, click here. This operation is very simple. Additionally, we can click here to show the console, which is very much like our editor. We can click here to close it, and we can share it here by copying this link. Let's see what this effect will be like. You can see this is a website I created. Very nice. We open a new window, and we input this prompt: create a basic tic-tac-toe game with a minimalist design, featuring a moving gradient background. The game should include a start game menu, winner game end menu, and the player should battle against an AI opponent. Then we open Canvas. It automatically generates code. Good, it's generated. The speed is very fast. We click Start, and you can see this is a gradient effect. This experience is very good. Good. We click here, and you can see we've generated a game, which has also become very simple. Next, let's generate a more complex website, a Stripe dashboard. Let's see what a Stripe dashboard is. It says a dashboard is a payment processing platform that provides an online interface allowing merchants and businesses to manage their payment business. We can simply understand it as a merchant's payment backend. Code the Stripe dashboard using virtual data to make it visually appealing and conform to Apple style. Open Canvas. Let's go. Good, it's generated now. Let's take a general look. You can see this is the monthly income, monthly payments, refunds. These are some payment records. Here, it very friendly marks refunded in red text. So far, I've shared Google's Canvas function with you. I have to say Google is really working hard to catch up. Gemini is really powerful now, absolutely a first-tier AI model. The most crucial point is that it's free. I really recommend everyone to give it a try.